All right. So we learned about the T account, very important, useful tool. Oops. Come back to accounts. Okay, so this is the very helpful tool to calculate the impact to an account. So that's what we're going to use instead of doing the whole plus and minus. We're going to use this very handy tool called a T account. All right. Now, if you remember our accounting equation here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to give a T account, that useful tool, to each element of the accounting equation. Okay, so assets will get its own T account so that we can assess the change to an asset account instead of using those columns we were previously using. Liabilities will get a T account, and owner's equity will get a T account. All right, that's our basic accounting equation, and now we're giving each element a T account. We remember there is a left side and a right side of the T account. Okay, now we're going to see that certain accounts are going to increase on the left side. Certain accounts will increase on the right side. Okay, and so we begin, I like to think that, we just start with the left side of the accounting equation and we say, okay, you're on the left side. So if you want to record any positive figures, again, instead of just writing it all in one column like this, if you want to list any positive items to an asset account, you're going to put it on the left side. If you want to show any negative numbers to an asset account, put it on the right side. Okay, and now this is set in stone. It's not going to change. If you ever want to increase an asset account, whether it's cash, AR, supplies, any asset account, you're going to put positive amounts on the left or debit side and negative amounts on the right or credit side. Okay, so that's not going to change. The side that increases an account is called the normal balance. Normal balance. And you're going to hear that phrase a lot. You'll see it in your reading. I will say it a lot. You'll see it in instructions for problems. Okay, so the normal balance of an account is the side that increases it. Side that increases. Okay, so for assets, assets are said to have a normal debit balance. Okay. All right. It's like I said, that's set in stone. All assets, if you want to increase it, you'll put the positive number on the left or debit side. Once that's set, because again, we have to have our little scale balance. So once we decide all assets increase on the left side, then the opposite will be to keep all of your liabilities, everything on the right side of the equation should increase on the right-hand side or the credit side. Okay, and again, now that's not going to change. So the normal balance for liabilities, they have a normal credit balance. If you ever want to increase the liability, you put that positive number on the credit or the right side. If you ever want to decrease the liability, you put it on the left or debit side. And then equity has a normal credit balance as well. This is not going to change. Okay, so memorize this. Assets always have a normal debit balance. They increase on the debit side. Liabilities and equity increase on the opposite side or the credit side. Okay, in our next video, we will start to expand the accounting equation. Remember, equity is made up of some additional items, so we'll expand that in the next video. But for now, take a minute and just let that sink in. Assets increase on the debit side. Liabilities increase on the credit side.